So, you are a bubble tea lover in Bristol? Well. Your search has come to an end. I'm going to tell you about all the best bubble tea places in Bristol. Who wants to waste money on bubble tea? So, stay tuned and I'll tell you all my favorite spots, my tips and tricks for getting the best bubble tea, as well as the places you should avoid. So, starting at number one, my favorite bubble tea place. I feel like there's nothing like this, nothing tops it, is Cup. It's CUPP Cup. It's Cup. Guys, I swear to God, I'm not exaggerating. Cup has the best bubble tea in Bristol and outside Bristol. And the good thing is, Cup has two branches in Bristol. So they have one in Philadelphia Street and one in Park Row. I'll get into the locations later on. So the way I discovered Cup is I clearly remember it was during my master's and after my assessment. I was so exhausted and I was looking for a bubble tea place. So I was just walking around and I saw this cool looking container that was like blue and it had corporate. It just looked nice and fancy. And I was like, let me just try it. And then I bought it. I can remember taking a picture and posting it on my Instagram because it was just the best bubble tea I've ever tasted. Because there was a bubble tea place I was buying from before Cup, and I'll talk about that later. It's no longer my favorite. I don't even like them anymore, honestly. I was just really happy about my discovery that day. It was just so nice. So let's talk about their menu. They have fruit teas, they have milk teas, they have brown sugar teas, which is my favorite. They have matcha and they have coffee. They also have a cloud series that they do. And they also have a range of toppings. So they have tapioca pearls, my favorite. They have grass jelly. There's the popping one. There's the rainbow. They also have something pudding. But honestly, I've only tried the tapioca pearls. I have tried the popping. And if I'm being honest, I don't really like it. It's not even about them. In general, I just don't like the popping boba. And one last thing, they also have cloud top that they put on top of the teas. So let's talk about my favorite things from them so you don't waste your money. I'm someone who doesn't really like to experiment. Once I find something I like, I'm just sticking to it because I don't want to waste money experimenting on something that would not turn out looking nice. My favorite from them is their coffee range, their brown sugar range, and also their cloud series. If you want to get brown sugar, they have different types, but the best of the best, don't make a mistake, let me tell you. Come closer. It's called brown sugar premium. Have you heard the word premium? So the reason why it is premium is it has brown sugar, it has milk, it has cream, and then it has chocolate dust, you guys. And then to top it off, if you add tapioca pearls, I think it all comes round to like £5.60. I promise you, it would literally be the best bubble tea you've ever tasted. It is so nice. It's not too sugary, it's not too creamy, and the chocolate dust that they put just adds this extra taste. It's just an extra spice that you weren't expecting. So huge tip. Personally, for me, when I'm ordering bubble tea, I try to get less ice, as less as possible. Just because if you put too much ice, then it tends to dilute the milk and the sugar. It just doesn't taste nice. And I find I feel like I have to quickly finish the bubble tea as quickly as possible so that the taste doesn't change. So always get less ice. Even when you're ordering online, less ice is the way to go. It doesn't matter even if you're going to finish it quickly. So my next favorite from them is their brown sugar latte. Guys, I love coffee so much. So what is better than coffee and bubble tea? Like best combination, my two favorite things at the same time. Amazing. I actually remember the first time I got this was when I was writing assessments. You guys, bubble tea is what got me through my masters. Like genuinely, if I am stressed, I am sad, I am depressed, anything, once I take bubble tea, life just feels easier. My problems aren't as big as they seem. It just makes me feel better. And I remember it was during an assessment and I was so stressed and tension. I was like, "Ugh, let me get bubble tea." And they didn't have the brown sugar milk premium. And I was like, let me just try this latte because I think that was when they first brought it out. One thing I don't like about them, it's actually in a smaller cup. They don't have it in the big size for the coffee ones. That doesn't even make sense. Who told them that everyone takes normal amounts of coffee? But yeah, so I got it and it tasted so nice. Something is it's a bit bitter, so you can actually tell them to, I know yes, coffee is bitter, but for me it's a bit too much, so you can tell them to add extra levels of sugar. So I really like it, and then I get the tapioca pearls with it. For me, I always get tapioca pearls. I never change my toppings. It's either I get one tapioca pearl or like two toppings of tapioca pearls. Or my next favorite is under their cloud series, and I tried the brown sugar cloud cake. So it has brown sugar, milk, and then lotus. That's the topping, then cloud. Then I added also tapioca pearls. It's actually too sweet. It was too sweet for me, honestly. I tried the only once, but it was really nice. So you guys, these are the only three flavors I've tried from them. They have over 15 flavors or almost 20. but I'm confident that those other flavors are also going to be as nice as this one. So another thing that I love about them is just their consistency. Whenever I get something from them, it's always nice. Like it's never, I hate when there are restaurants or places where today you get a good service and then tomorrow if the food tastes differently. So that's what I love about them. Another pro is they are actually in more than one city. So I think they're in London, they're in Aberdeen, they're in Nottingham, they were in Cardiff. I have a whole series on my Instagram about Cup. So whenever I go to a city and I find out that they're there, I'm just so happy and excited because I just don't like experimenting, like I said. So, and there are many bubble tea places around you, so it just gets overwhelming. So when I see Cup, it just feels like a warm hug because I know that these are my people. I know they're going to give me what I need. And even in the other places that I have been to, there are other branches in other cities, it's still the same quality. The bubble tea is still as nice. It's like I'm tasting the one in Bristol. Because imagine living in Bristol for a whole year, so I've already registered the taste of the bubble tea in my head. I know how it tastes, and then going to another city and it tastes exactly the same. So I just think that's amazing. Let me talk about their locations. The first branch, that's the one I visit. It's easily accessible. It's in Broadmead in Philadelphia Street, opposite Apple Store. They have merchandise that you can buy. They also have two screens that you can order from quickly. Their service is quite fast, except on days where it's like a Friday, Saturday, it's rush hour. Oh my God, you guys, one more thing. Don't ever order bubble tea, especially if you want tapioca pearls. Don't order after 6 p.m., especially on like Thursdays, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. No, don't do that. They're always out of stock on tapioca pearls immediately if it's after 6. So always order early. You can also order on Uber Eats and Deliveroo. Another tip, you guys, Uber Eats does this offer of bubble tea like from Cup. They do a buy one get one on their different ranges, so they could select like five types and they would do a buy one get one. So I always check out for it, and I order during that period, which is so nice because it's cheaper for you to get two bubble tea for one price. That's nice. So the only con is they don't have a sitting place, but it's still worth it because you can just walk around. It's just not a place where you would maybe go and get bubble tea with your friends and sit down to chat because there's no space to sit. And their next branch is in Park Row. So that space is much bigger and they have seating. So it's more convenient for you to go and sit with friends and have a long chat while you have your bubble tea. One last thing is you can also download their app. They have a loyalty program thing going on. Sometimes you can get coupons where you get a free upgrade on a large bubble tea. And if you buy 10 cups of bubble tea, then one cup is free. So it's like stamped. They record it on the app. You can just download the app also. So yeah, in general, I would give Cup a 9.5 over 10 because there's always room for improvement. They're really amazing. You should also follow them on Instagram because they tend to announce free giveaways where they give free bubble teas for the first 100 people that show up. And then for the rest of the day, it's like 50%. It depends, but I've seen them do that multiple times. Unfortunately, it's never close to me because they have a lot of branches. One last thing I forgot, when you're getting the brown sugar premium that I recommended, always whole milk. That is if you're not allergic to it or anything, but whole milk always, and then tapioca pearls, and then regular level of sugar. I forgot that. The next favorite is JOS Tea. They have two branches which are actually within the same vicinity. They're literally 15 minutes walking distance from each other. One is on Queens Road, and then the other one is on Park Road, which is a few minutes walk from Wills Memorial Building. I prefer the one on Queens Road because it just has more seating space. It looks nicer, more aesthetic. It also has self-service. In general, Joe's tea compared to Cup, I still like Cup honestly. But then Joe's tea, there's just something about it. It feels creamier and thicker than Cup. That's the only difference. They also have the exact same premium version, like I was talking about in Cup, the brown sugar premium version, but the only difference is for theirs, they don't add chocolate dust to their premium. But yeah, theirs is also nice. I honestly still prefer Cup because it just feels too creamy and thick. Me and my friend went there some time ago. I took my friends, and my friend really prefers the one from Joe's Tea. She just prefers the one from Joe's Tea. So it's a thing of preference. You can really try it out. But I still love them. They are sometimes my go-to if Cup is out of stock. and they're also easily accessible for me because they're within walking distance from when I'm coming back from my lectures. So one thing that JOS tea is better than in compared to Cup is their tapioca pearls just taste way better than the one from Cup. So the tapioca pearls from Cup are bigger sizes, but the ones from JOS tea, they're really tiny. They're easy to chew. They're easy to just, they're just smaller. So it just feels nicer to eat and taste. I don't know. The ones from Cup are bigger, but that is something that I think JOS tea is better in doing compared to Cup. So yeah, in general, I'll give them an 8/10 because Cup still holds the crown. I've only tried their brown sugar range, but I'm sure the others are going to be really nice. So I think you should check them out. They have a nice vibe. Make sure you check out the one in Queens Road first because the vibe is cozy, the ambience is really nice. It's just better than the one in Park Road. Lastly, their menu is also really versatile. Like they have a lot. They also have coffees, teas, fruit teas, matcha, stuff like that. So the next bubble tea place, this used to be the love of my life. Drum rolls, Chatime. So you know when you think something is amazing and then later on you realize that it's not. I'm really sad that I am putting Chatime as bubble tea place that I don't like because it actually has a sentimental attachment to Chatime. Chatime was the first bubble tea place I discovered when I came to Bristol. And like I said, bubble tea gets me through stress. So I can clearly remember I have done a lot of assessments in their shop because they have a really nice ambience, guys. Out of Cup, out of JOS tea, chat time is just the best. The sitting is really nice. They have just really comfortable. They have different type of chairs. They have places where you can charge. A lot of students go there to work. So when I first came, I was always there buying bubble tea, and I thought I had hit the jackpot. I thought I couldn't taste anything better than that until the other day when they were out of stock, and I just tried Cup, and I never went back again, which is sad. So I don't want to bash them, but honestly, compared to Cup and JOS tea, they're just terrible. It's horrible. I feel bad for myself. I don't know what I was tasting or drinking. I don't even know why I liked it in the first place, but it tastes horrible. Like, guys, you know what I did after the first time I bought from Cup and I felt like I was tasting heaven. I went back another time to buy Chat Time to see if I wasn't overthinking it in my head, if they aren't as horrible as I think compared to Cup. And you guys, they're horrible. It's not nice. And I feel bad for saying this because they got me through a lot in the beginning of my journey. But compared to these two places, not nice. I only tried their brown sugar tea, and guys, it's not nice. They put milk, you ask them to put cream, it doesn't taste nice. But another thing, apart from that, their con is they have a nice toilet. For me, I always check out for toilets anywhere I'm going. If a cafe has a good toilet, it has a win from me. So they have good toilet, they have good sitting. Another good thing is they don't only sell bubble tea. So I hope that their ice cream and I think they have cake, something like that is nice. They have a really nice setup. They have greenery and a signboard that says something Bristol Chatime. When I actually, they even recently put it because when I first started going there, that was in like 2023. They didn't have that. That sign wasn't there. So it's actually more beautiful now. The place is actually way nicer. But I keep talking about how nice it is because I just want to talk about a pro that they have so I don't feel bad for saying that their bubble tea is not nice. So let's move on from chat time. If you're looking for a place that's just because for me sometimes I sit in places even though I don't really like their stuff just for the convenience of the ambience. So if you're looking for a really nice calm place to sit, the shop is really big to sit and be comfortable and let's say work or study, and you can get an ice cream or something small. So yeah, I would give chat time a 6/10. Yeah, 6. They have good ambience. Yeah, I think they deserve 6. They do. Guys, we're moving on to the horrible ones. We're moving on to the horrible ones. Next is Bubbleology. You see how I'm saying it without even smiling? Bubbleology. It doesn't even sound nice. What is that? Bubbleology is located in Cabot Circus in Broadmead. I'm not going to smile because they don't deserve my smile. There's nothing funny about it. Let's get straight to the point. It's not nice. I don't like it. It's not nice. I don't like saying service providers are rude because I feel like sometimes they're going through a lot. So another problem is I once went and the person that was attending was rude to me. So that's another lost point for them. The first time I got something from them was I ordered it on Uber Eats because Cup was out of stock, JOS tea was out of stock. Everything was out of stock. So my friend had been talking to me about Bubbleology, how she really likes it. And I was like, okay, let me try Bubbleology. I ordered it. Guys, absolute rubbish, nonsense, not nice. I hate it. You guys, you don't understand. I hate wasting money. I hate that's why I don't like experimenting. I hate when I buy something and it doesn't taste nice. What do you mean? You guys, the brown sugar was bitter, the bubble tea was bitter. I don't know if there was not enough milk. I don't know. I don't care. It did not taste nice. And that my friend that recommended it to me, I put her on to Cup and JOS tea until today she hasn't bought from Bubbleology again. I went to Cardiff and I saw Bubbleology. I swear to God, I feel traumatized, guys. Whenever I see it, and apparently they don't only have one branch. So whenever I see their signboard, I'm like, please no. I don't want to see you guys. I don't want to hear about it because I can clearly remember the taste. That bubble tea was bitter. I have never tasted a more horrible bubble tea in my entire life. Yes. Yes. I've said it from the bottom of my chest. You guys, I swear to God, I was just so because imagine, like I said, bubble tea gets me through stress. So imagine being stressed and then wanting spending my hard-earned money to buy something and then it turns out not nice and horrible. So it's now adding to my stress. One of the problems of this, like another disadvantage of this Bubbleology place is that they don't even have a sitting place. How can you taste horrible and still not have sitting? So they're just in a little, I don't know, in cardboard circus. Guys, I'm not a mean person, please. I'm just being honest. Don't waste Sha. Okay. I will give them a 3 over 10. No, 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 no. I will give them a 4.5 over 10 because there's somebody that deserves a 2 over 10. Lastly, the last of the last, T4. T4. That is the name of the place. And like I said previously, I still made a mistake on this certain day. I was craving bubble tea, and I remember getting this thing at like 7, all the other places out of stock. So I was walking around Broadmead and I'm like, what could hurt? Let me just try this place. I've been seeing T4. So I entered, nice ambience. It has, there are certain places just like 2 stools or 3 stools, but it looks nice in general. Nothing comfortable, but I would even call it nice ambience, honestly, but not bad. So I went in thinking I would get something sensible. I would fix my problem. The stress I was going through would feel better. I swear to God, I remember being texting my cousin and just being upset that all my bubble tea places are closed. But then I found T4, so now I'm happy. My day is better. My evening is better. And tell me why I bought this thing. You guys, I also on my Instagram reels, like my highlights, not reels, highlights, I have a whole section. You can see my whole journey with bubble tea, the ones I like, the ones I don't like. I can clearly remember I put it here. I have the review that I gave of that bubble tea, that T4 that I bought that evening, and it tasted horrible. The milk was rubbish. It was as if they poured water and then little milk. Then the tapioca, it did not, and I got the brown. It did not even taste like bubble tea. I don't even know what. I was just so pissed. I was just so angry. The bubble tea was worse than Bubbleology. Bubbleology, I could pretend like I like it because I don't want to waste my money. T4, I just threw it away. And then I hate when I have a bad experience with a bubble tea place and then I realize that they have other branches in other states because if I travel, I'll have to see you guys. And then you've traumatized me. Honestly, I would have given them a 0, but that feels too harsh. So I would give them a 2. Or is it 1.5 at this point? Because the emotional stress and distress, whatever, 1.5 over 10. Yes. Winner. So we've come to the end of this whole bubble tea saga. Clearly, the winner for the best bubble tea in Bristol is drumroll, drumroll, drumroll. Cup. You guys are the best. I love you. What's your favorite bubble tea brand? Also, do you have any places in Bristol that has the best bubble tea or just anywhere around the UK? Let me know in the comments. Do you have a specific flavor that you really like? I've just tried these 3 main ones that I mentioned from Cup. I'm kind of ready to try any other thing. So let me know if there's something that you think is really, really nice and worth it. I feel like a fanatic or geek for making a whole long YouTube video just talking about bubble tea. I haven't seen much videos like this on YouTube. But yeah, still, please, please, please don't forget to subscribe, my fellow bubble tea addicts. like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, all that stuff. So stay tuned because I'll make more bubble tea reviews and bubble tea videos, which might even be more in depth. I had so much fun making this video because I love talking about things that make me happy, that I'm really passionate about. It doesn't have to be, life is not that serious. It doesn't have to be something so serious. I'm glad I was able to find like minded people that I could connect with. So yeah, bye. See you next time.